It's the Daily Drama Podcast with Stephen Bradford, presented by dailydrama.com. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, buddy.
And with Happy New Year comes more congratulations. Steve, congratulations on your engagement, I guess.
Thank you. Yes.
Not just I guess.
It's official. The engagement is official.
You're a betrothed man? Is betrothed the word? I don't know.
I Google that word. I don't know. But she said yes, and it's amazing, and we're looking forward to the next chapter of this.
That's awesome.
Man.
Well,
so awesome. She's amazing.
Obviously, I'm so happy for you guys. I'm looking forward to the light, but I'm also looking forward to maybe people getting scammed less.
You know what? That's the crazy thing, because even on our video that we both posted on Instagram, people are leaving messages that, oh, we were just messaged, and this is a contract that Steve had to sign because of all the imposters. It's just out of control, man. Like and people are getting upset that they've been,
we've got messages to our Facebook page being like, oh, wait, he was with her the whole time? I thought we were together. And I'm like, oh my God. I feel so bad for these people. But
it's so out of control. It's so out of control.
But I feel like
it's not getting better, by the way. It's getting worse.
It is getting worse.
It's getting worse.
And I don't know if, because obviously when you became a single person, that stuff really heated up, the scam. I'm not sure if that was the timeline of scamming in general, or if that had something.
Yeah, I don't know. That's when it became, a highlight in our lives.
Right. Or if it had something to do with your situation, or if that would have happened regardless. I don't know.
But here's the thing. Obviously, they're continuing because they're making money from it. There's no other way. There's no other reason they would do this except for money, right? So
for sure,
and they're going to hold on to anything they can to continue to make money, and they're going to put out lies. I mean, even on TikTok, dude, there's a whole TikTok profile that has 10,000 followers. It posts everything that I post, and there's a video, and they have an AI video of me with these weird teeth. It's not even me. And people are like, Steve, we love you. I go, that's not me, man.
Oh,
I'm not even on TikTok.
No.
So it's brutal, man.
Brutal.
Be careful out there, everybody.
Yes, be careful out there.
Yes, but otherwise, it's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing time for us.
Great news. It's
and
great
our
news.
Kids, and it's just awesome.
It's tremendous. Awesome. We wish everybody a wonderful 25. We're excited that you're here with us, and but less happy news on the show, I guess. There's some. It's dramatic. Our dear Michael is aflame. So we thought, we're recording this on Monday. We're recording this on Tuesday. What was supposed to air today, Tuesday, is now going to air Wednesday, and this is going to go up on Wednesday. So we're gonna tread lightly. We're gonna talk about what airs Wednesday and put this up after the show airs on Wednesday. Yes. But not knowing anything about how it was shot, seeing some of the stuff on Instagram, I can't imagine that was Chad Duell actually aflame. So I want to hear about that. So anyway, can you start us off?
Yeah. So, Crispy Corinthos, Michael.
Too soon?
Yeah.
Too soon?
So is it too soon? I don't know if it's too soon, because people did see him on fire from what I know, from what I heard in the makeup room this morning.
Sure.
That's what they showed. The explosion.
Right.
Obviously the scene where I have to talk to Sonny out by the elevators.
How convenient.
Take him out there. I take him out there, and then we hear an explosion, and then we go run in. The whole place is on fire, and there's Michael on fire.
Yeah.
And I think that's the last that people saw.
Monday, yeah.
But man, it's crazy. Like, first of all, the show's been doing awesome with special effects. I mean, this last year that I've been back, it's been pretty crazy with, Sidwell out there, those explosions. And somebody's liking a lot of fire lately.
I mean,
and that stuff, man, it's got to be controlled. They got to be careful. Obviously, it's indoors.
Yeah.
They do a fireball like that. They do an explosion like that. They did shoot a fireball out first, yeah, obviously the first that wasn't Chad, who
Sure.
is on fire. It's a stunt guy. Dude, it's so crazy that they put that gel on them,
Right.
right? They kind of have a fire retardant something to
Yeah.
some degree,
Oh,
but
really? Like the jacket's not full
no,
on?
I think it's more probably underneath layer,
Ah, that
right?
makes sense. Yeah, yeah,
Because they
yeah.
have to set the jacket on fire.
Yeah, they sure do.
So they put the gel on the guy,
Right.
and then they're like, light him
Good
up,
good luck. Good luck.
light him up.
Yeah.
And I go, there's no way that this guy, like, they put the gel on his face and it doesn't burn his face.
What?
Like, the whole thing's on fire. Like, he's on fire, dude.
They have gel on his
Gel,
face?
yeah, to either protect it, but it also catches a little bit. Like, his whole hair's gelled, everything's gelled.
Oh, not with the flame
No, no,
accelerants.
no. But there's still fire there.
There's protective gel on his face. I see
Yes.
what you're saying. I thought you were saying they're putting the fire gel, like the stuff
No,
that they light
well, I
on.
mean, it's hard because I didn't honestly when I saw the guy, I wasn't paying attention if his face was on fire or
Right.
not.
There's a lot else to look at. Yeah.
There's a lot, yeah. So, but it's just crazy that they light him on fire and all he's got is that gel protecting his face, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, and then they throw gel on the wall,
Sure.
on the doors, on the walls, and then they light it up, and then they lit him up, and they're like, action, and they light him up, and he's doing his thing, and you know, as much as they can, and then he falls on the ground, and they have to put him out and all that stuff. It's just so crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how these guys
It's
do
a,
that.
it's a good day's work. Woo.
I mean, all the other stunts I'd be really great doing and okay doing.
Mm.
High falls, whatever it is. Not fire. I'm not
Yeah.
sure I would do that.
Well, it's interesting. Like,
There's not a lot of room for error there.
yeah, I get that, but like, I think about me and my body as a stunt double, and I'm less likely to get. It feels like I'm less likely to injure myself if they just set me on fire. I feel like that's the
That
only
might be
stunt.
true.
That's the only stunt I can do at this point. Just light me on fire.
That's the only stunt.
I'm
He's
the
a
fire
couch
guy.
potato.
I'm the fire guy.
He's a couch potato. Just sit him on the couch and watch him burn. He's a fire. He can do it.
Because if I do any fall or a roll or a thing, I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
You're done. You're
I'm
done.
done.
With the fall and the
My
roll,
back
yeah.
is just not gonna. So just light me on fire. Light me
That's
on
it.
fire.
Yeah. So it was fun, and they had they'll see more of this.
Yeah.
Of the place on fire and things falling, and there's just a lot of coordination with all that.
Well, let me ask. Leading up to this, because I know Sonny's had some heart issues. I know there's been some talk about him wanting to hand over the business, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And how is?
Yeah, that's going to definitely play into this of who did this.
Sure.
How did someone get into your place
Yeah.
and set an explosive?
Well, but also, didn't he? And I feel like I've read this in the spoilers. Didn't he ask you to take over the business?
Yes.
How'd that go?
He started talking about it. I said, no, we're
Ah.
not. He said, we got to start thinking about this transition,
Sure.
and I just wasn't ready to do so just because of everything that's gone on and the kids and all that stuff. So,
Okay, so let more about your situation, Jason's
Yes.
situation. Like, hey, I don't want to
Yes.
bring more risk into my life, put my family at risk. Or is it, no, Sonny, you're not old. You can still do everything you've always been able to do. I love you so much. You're the boss.
no, he's old.
Okay.
No, we need to let Sonny go. We need to let him go. No, he can still do it, but he doesn't want to. He's been doing it so long. It's like we have to have a transition plan, whatever that even means. I don't even know. I was just thinking about this today. I thought it'd be fun, and you should figure this out because you're good at math. You're good at numbers and finance.
Okay.
Okay, what is Jason? Because today, what we're taping, I can't say,
Sure.
but I flew somewhere and must have been on a private jet or something.
Right.
Okay. So I was thinking, I go, if I flew to this specific place on a private jet, it's probably about 100,000 a flight,
Correct. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So if you have 100,000 to spend on a flight,
Willy-nilly. But is
round trip might be 200K, by the way.
Is it a Corinthos jet? I don't know. Does Sonny have jets?
I'm not sure whose jet it is. So I'm just trying to figure out like how much money Jason has. If you go, okay, he's flying a private jet.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if it's the Quartermain's ELQ, Corinthos. He bought back the Metro Court. Okay, so what are we looking at here at what a hotel might cost in upstate New York? That's
Sure,
a
that's a
nice hotel, a 3.5 star. What
depending
is it?
on depending if you're on Google or if you're on
On Yelp or
like what
wherever Expedia,
5-star hotel, 4-star hotel,
4 star, 3.5, 4.
yeah,
I mean, it's still going to be millions to buy back,
absolutely.
right?
And
So
if that's just like extra money that he has that doesn't cut into his overall wealth, right?
yeah,
I don't get. I mean, because like I don't think the question, because when Jason was gone for a bit, and the question was like, oh, where's his money? And I stashed it overseas for you.
how much was that? Do you remember?
We never talked about the
There was
amount,
not an amount.
but also we also talked about not knowing where, not being able to get it anymore at some point.
I should text somebody what my net worth is
So
Jason.
yeah, like you're right. You would think that Elizabeth would have an idea.
The head writer.
Correct.
Yeah, because if you look at Corinthos Coffee, does it make money or is it a we we
Right.
we say it makes money. I profess that it does.
The actual
I,
coffee makes money.
yeah, that we get audited and there's nothing in there that's illegal.
Yeah.
Charlie's, he gave it to Christina. Charlie's Pub, he gave it to Christina.
Right.
So, I mean, like what are we doing? What are we talking about here? It just struck me as I was walking into a scene
Yeah.
because I just got off a plane and I know it was a private jet. I'm like, what am I doing? Like I have how much money? What is going on? How much money do I actually have?
Yeah.
We got to
Well,
figure this out.
the other thing that comes to mind is like, yes, the conflict of Sonny wanting to give up the business.
Yes.
That's an interesting thought. Him dealing with his own mortality, him
Sure.
dealing with the pride of
And
that.
yeah, yeah.
But ultimately, what does Sonny do on what does the character of Sonny do in his retirement on our show?
Well, but here's the thing: if we do have this type of money that everybody thinks we have on the like viewers,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? You would probably say Sonny has millions,
Well, more than yes, yes,
right? Right?
yeah,
You would say that Jason probably has millions,
yes. Would have
right?
to.
So why can't we just shut the business down?
But then what? Then what do you like? What do you do that is interesting?
Well, if we made it this far, why do we have to keep being in the line of fire to die when we already have the money?
I totally get it. But
No, that's what I'm asking. I'm like, just right off into the sunset. Nobody has to take the business over.
well, but when you say right off into the sunset, do you mean you and Sonny and Steve and Maurice retire?
Not Stephen Maurice. I'm saying if Sonny were to retire,
Right.
if he's going to hand the business off to somebody,
Sure.
I mean, is it just power then?
Well, and then is the story you tell like him dealing with the fact that someone else is running his business and the you know
They
the man
they pulled me back in,
they pulled me back in kind of thing.
right? I think we've done that though a little bit. I think,
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking. Like,
yeah, I know. That's a good question. But
and
if you really have this type of money,
yeah,
and you're trying to avoid the law, the
yeah,
law meaning not go to jail,
right. Stop breaking it and just
right? It's pretty. There's a blueprint.
right.
Hey, don't break the law anymore, and you guys are good.
But I wonder well, and maybe this is a question for you listeners. What story would you be interested in seeing the character of Sonny be involved in if it isn't running his business as he has been for so long? Like what other stories could you be interested in that would take stories that would be away from the business that you would be interested in? That's an interesting ask, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, look, the action, I guess I don't want to say violence, but the underworld
Yeah,
is interesting. It's intriguing. You
for
get
sure.
these great bad guys who come in. We have great, it's definitely interesting for sure,
Hmm.
especially in the heyday of the mob on the show.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
yeah,
But it's a different time now. I
it
mean,
is.
my
Yeah,
character's completely different. Sonny's changed a lot. He's worrying about health. It's almost like being a gun for hire for me is more would be more logical.
I see, being like an independent
Yeah, but
contractor
I mean,
rather
do I
than an
have
in-house.
morals? Does Jason have morals? I think he does. Does he
I
have
think
values to some degree? Yeah.
I'm. I mean, his. Don't you think his morals are more based around just doing what he thinks is best for the people that he cares about in the immediacy?
Yeah, it's not always doing what's right, it's doing what's the best, I
Yeah,
think.
I don't think there's a code other than protect protecting and serving the people that you care about, right? Because
Correct.
you would
And
do
whatever that means.
whatever that means.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So could he like say, could he work for the WSB and not know what the mission is and go, hey, you got to go in and eliminate these 5 people and extract this person? Like, is this a, you know what I mean? Like, is that
Yeah.
more? At some point, I would think that that was more in Jason's sensibilities
Yeah.
of going, hey, just tell me what to do and I'll go do it.
Right.
But over the lifetime of the character and the loss and the all these things and the sacrifices and that, I think it's more now obviously focused on family, and being away and coming back with the kids and just being there.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's interesting subject to talk about for sure.
For sure. Well, and I wonder, like, if say that were the way they were going to go with Jason, like, it's interesting for him to be then all of a sudden go into some sort of as WSB law enforcement, I guess, or is it intelligence? I don't know, but like, but
But
then
if you don't need the money, why?
right.
That's what I'm trying. That's we go back to that question.
But some people work for purpose more than money. Like,
But doing stuff that's semi shady for purpose is not the purpose.
yeah,
You're doing that for money.
right.
You're not doing shady stuff for, I mean, a lot of people do it for free because they end up in jail.
Well, but I mean,
But
if say Jason were to like get solicited by the WSB or whatever, some intelligence agency, yeah, it wouldn't be for money. And I'm not sure Jason has a need to serve like
no,
the country or the government.
No.
I don't think he thinks in those terms.
no, not at all.
Right. So, yeah, you're right. But then what stories do you tell? Like, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't tell any stories. But I'm just, obviously we're talking about outside of if this was reality of,
sure, which is a
what are
fool's
they doing? If they have millions and they want to get out of the business, and Sonny does, you just get out.
You just get out. You move to Puerto Rico.
Go to the island.
Go to the
You're
island.
done. What's the, like, you're done.
Well, okay, so we know how old Maurice is. How old is Sonny supposed to be? Do we know?
I don't know. I'm sure you can Google that right now, Jackal. And there he goes. And there's the famous Jackal position
How old is Sonny Corinthos?
on General Hospital. It's going to give Maurice's age, I'm sure.
Well, that's the thing. Oh,
Oh,
Sonny Corinthos, a character on the ABC soap opera, is 56 years old. The actor who plays Sonny is 61.
can you see how old I am?
Well, this is AI overview. So this is
Well, I'm sure AI knows.
it's pulling from.
It's pulling from everywhere. Go ahead. See
Yeah.
what Jason Morgan. I didn't even know my birthday on the show.
Jason Morgan, a character was born off screen in September 1981. So that
11 years younger than me.
So that makes him 43?
43. That I can pass for 43. Why are you laughing at that?
Well, because that's younger than me too.
How old are you?
I'm 40. Well, this is a good game.
this is a great game. This is the new game.
What? This can't be. The character Damien Spinelli from the ABC soap opera is 46.
What? What? Wait,
What
how old
the
are you in real
hell?
life?
What?
How old are you in real life?
45.
That's
What?
amazing.
Okay, AI is wrong. AI
No.
is wrong.
Oh, now they're wrong?
Well, no, because here's the thing. here's the thing. When I came on the show, I was in college. No, not me personally. Spinelli was in
Sure.
okay.
And when did you come on the show? Let's do some math.
All right, so 2006 is when I started. So I was in college. So say I'm 21.
All right. We'll say you're 21. 2006, you're 21.
21, and we're 18 years from now, so that would make me 39.
Yeah, I like 46.
Isn't it amazing? Can you imagine if like it came out on the show that Jason is 3 years younger than Spinelli?
That's my dream. That's amazing. Because then all your old jokes on the road you can't do them anymore. Can't do them anymore.
Oh my gosh. Well, but okay, so when you stepped through the door in 91,
Yeah.
You were
okay, let's do that. Math.
You were 18? He was in high school? He was
boarding school.
So he was still in high school.
17?
17?
Ish. Let's just guess that. 17 and 91.
And 91 is 33 years ago, right? 34 years ago?
Okay. So that puts
Right?
me at 41, 42?
Well, 30 if that was 34 years ago and we're saying
17?
51.
Oh, that's 51, yeah. And it's saying I'm 45?
43, I thought it said. Makes no sense. All right, so this is AI. AI is wrong. AI is
Okay.
wrong.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a wiki, a fan wiki or something.
Yeah.
That we can look at, but
Well,
that's amazing. That was the highlight of my day so far.
Oh man.
You're older than me.
According to Google AI, yes, my
Spinelli
character
is
is older
than Jason Morgan. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, AI.
Wow. Maybe it's just looking at pictures of us in real life.
Okay, see how old Maxie is.
Oh yeah. How old is
That was a weird. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see.
Maxie Jones on General Hospital is 38. She was born on Halloween night in 1990.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
So you're 8 years older than her. Okay. What about Carly?
Do we want to get into that?
No, let's not get into it. No, let's not get into it. Who else can we get into?
Oh gosh.
All right, that's fair. Fair enough.
Wow.
We'll stop there.
Wow. All right. So the questions that we will see come to the head over the next few days is, how is Michael?
Yes.
How does this affect Sonny's
Health?
Yeah, you're right. Like
overall, yeah.
Yeah.
Overall. Yeah.
His feelings about the business. I guess an interesting question for me is if Michael isn't in the picture, who are the other candidates that Sonny would want to give this over to? And I'm saying this in a hypothetical to not actually.
Well, I don't think he'd ever hand it over to Michael, though.
Well, yeah. Why was Michael in the office in the first place?
He wasn't in the office. He was in Sonny's penthouse.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, they were just talking.
Sure. Who are the candidates to give over and this is, as I say, this is Carly, Jason.
I mean, me.
Yeah.
He stays, or we, business as usual.
Are you guys? What's the? Are you?
I don't know what the split is. The
are you a
split.
Are you a W-2 employee, or are you a partnership? What
it's
is
a cash
it?
business, buddy? It's a cash business.
Yeah. So he just
Not sure, man.
Don't know the split
They
there.
got to figure this out. Like this would be the interesting part of the story. Is how they actually make their money.
Yeah, and if in these conversations that is explained, like in the
No,
conversation,
it'd be great because listen, I'm sure at the time when the mafia was in its heyday.
On our show, you mean?
No,
or in the world,
in real life.
Yeah.
As we've heard stories, I read a ton of books. Obviously, they were making all cash and
Right.
laundering money and doing all these things.
Well, but do you think
there's some pretty smart crooks right now who can launder through digital and turn it into cash?
Sure, but Sonny's not shaking down local businesses for protection, is he?
No, I don't think we've ever done that.
Right.
I think he was into some things that weren't great in the beginning, but he's, had some changes of heart.
Right, but it's
Because
if it's
supposedly we don't deal in drugs. So
so it's got to be guns.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ask Google AI. Ask him right now.
Oh boy.
What is Sonny Corinthos' profession and how does he make his money?
How does Sonny make money? Google AI has no. It just goes to a Reddit page.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Google doesn't have enough information to
They
generate an
can't.
AI response. There's
He's
not
on the
enough.
dark. He's on the dark web somewhere.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
don't
You
know.
got to go to 4chan or 8chan for that.
What is it?
Like 4chan. It's
Oh,
like
I don't know what that is.
I talked about
And you
I
shouldn't know that either.
I talked about it on Homeland when I was on Homeland.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Anyway,
man.
all right. Well, thank you guys for going
You guys
down the
are
rabbit
awesome.
hole with us.
Tune
Congrats
in.
again,
The story.
Steve.
Listen, I just want to say this. The story is going to be really great
Awesome.
with Michael and everything and the fallout. It's going to be fun. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for
You
listening.
guys are awesome.
And we'll talk to you soon.